Hi, good evening. Today, let's talk about women and, of course, men as well. Let's talk about what I think I've uploaded this on my WhatsApp status a few weeks ago, and I thought maybe I'll just talk about that today, since I don't have any good video ideas, and I feel like when I'm speaking here, I feel like I'm talking to one-on-one. Actually, that is not my intention, because when I am talking to my camera, I'm supposed to talk as if like I'm talking to 20 people. So I'll try to work on that, because when I speak like I'm talking to one person here, it feels a little bit boring. They say when we are talking to camera, we are supposed to speak like we are talking to 20 people. So I'll try to work on that, and today I'll try to speak maybe a little bit louder, or maybe a little bit with more energy. Let's see how it will turn out. So today's topic is men and women. I've uploaded this on my status. Women in their 20s, that is their prime. Men in their 20s, they are like an object without any value, because men can be said that men are worthless during 20s. So women, they reach their prime like when they're 20, let's say maybe 25 to 30 between. And so women are more or less like a price, or that is during the prime. So most men, or let's say most successful men, will likely to go for those women who are between 25 and 30. Even me, if I reach 30 plus, and if I reach like a certain marriageable age, then of course I'll go for women who are in 25 to 30. So there's no denial that we men look for younger women when we are above 30. So that is why women are considered as the prime year. Women during the 20s are considered as prime years. And there's no denial that women are considered as price as well, because most successful men will likely go for women who are in their prime 20s, and obviously they'll go for those. If they are successful, they'll obviously go for women who are considered like prime, or who are like considered a better value or price. So there's nothing wrong in having high expectations in women that when they're in 20s, but I've seen few videos on YouTube, and it kept me wondering and kind of like feels funny, because even our community nowadays, when we ask what is the minimum, or like what range your man or your husband you want your husband to earn, or what kind of in what range should your husband or your man should earn, then most of the girls, I should not say most of the girls, but I've seen just few on YouTube, and they were like minimum 2 lakhs or 1 lakh 50. Crazy. Even the highest paying jobs, I don't think they reach 2 lakhs. I'm not sure about that, but mostly I think it's supposed to be 1 lakh to 2 lakh, even the highest paying jobs in India, and I'm not sure about that one, but that's just my assumption. And crazy, they set the standard so high. Of course, you are considered as price, but sometimes you need to lower standard. I know many would go against me on this, but you need to kind of have a standard. You need to balance it. You don't be too influenced by what you see in the Western culture. They will go for 100k, 200k and things, but don't be influenced by that. They have different culture, we have different. We are purely driven by them, and we think our men should earn so high because you think only for yourself. You think, I'm so expensive, I want to buy that, I want to do that, I want to go there, I want to wear this, I want to wear that. But you should know your limit as well, because when you set your standards so high in this community, your standard is that of Western, which is totally a different culture, which is totally a different community, and you bring that standard to this our community. What do you expect? If you are too high of your standard, maybe one day you'll be left as unclaimed price. You are priced now, but once you reach 30 plus, let's say 34, 35, slowly you'll start to lose your value. And when you have too high standards, you'll become an unclaimed price. Nowadays we see girls, I want 6 foot with minimum 2 lakhs salary, I want him to be handsome, I want him to be smart, I want him to be religious, I want him to be loving, I want him to be loyal. What kind of man will have all those characters, qualities? Sometimes it's difficult to understand you women, because sometimes your standards are like out of this world. You want a handsome face, you want a very tall with a nice figure, model-like figure, and you want him to earn 2 lakhs, and you want him to be very religious, you want to be very caring, loyal, whatever good qualities you expect, or whatever good qualities you know you want your man to have. All those crazy. Sometimes you need to reflect and reset your standard in order to fit in society. So that's it. 20s, you are in your prime, make use of your prime. And if you set your standard too high in your 20s, most likely you will become an unclaimed price. I know you will criticize me for saying all this, but that's the truth. Men, we are worthless when we're in 20s. Of course, there are men who become successful when we're 20s, but when we are in 20s, we are learning, we are failing, we are doing all the crazy stuffs. But when we reach 30s, we slowly learn to become better. We slowly turn ourselves and become better, and we slowly begin to build our empire. That's our life. And yeah, I know this is going to be very controversial. I know this video will not reach many people, and I hope so. But if it happens to reach, I know many people will criticize me for saying this, but it's okay. I'm just saying what I feel. So for today, that will be it, and thank you for watching. Thank you.